Hello everyone, I am live here streaming the NSPCL Weekly Arena, and let me get into the game. So, sorry, I'm a minute or two late. I was playing a blitz game before the tournament and didn't realize that it had already started. So, welcome to the stream, everyone. Okay, so let's take a look at this game. We got Saitama playing the red drag here with the white pieces. So, yeah. Looks like Saitama just has a winning position now because now they can bring the knight back, and the a6 pawn just looks like a huge weakness. Let me switch the window capture here. For some reason it got cut off. Sorry about that. Some tech issues to start the stream, I guess. Okay. Let's just put that there. And let's crop this as well. I don't know what happened to my layout here. It got messed up somehow, so sorry about that. Okay, and Saitama wins, it looks like. So, good start for them. This is, I should mention, the first tournament in the Weekly Arena Season 1. Not so pro chess league. So over the course of the season, players will be able to gain points and get featured on the Not So Pro Chess League front page. I cannot accept your apology. Yeah. I am a Slav player, yeah. Yes, Blitz Arena indeed. Well, the Moran is a sharp line, yeah. So, I would recommend looking at it pretty carefully. Yeah, Slav is very solid. I would say probably the Slav, is one of the best ways to counter the Queen's Gambit. A lot of people at the highest level play the semi-Slav because they want more dynamic positions, but I would recommend the Slav, particularly if you're starting out. But okay, getting into this game, it looks like black is significantly better here, because not only are they up a pawn, can't really stop black from doubling white's pawns here. I mean, you can by playing queen e2 or queen d1, but that's putting yourself in a pin, which doesn't look so great. And already black can consider going f5, e4, which looks quite annoying, with knight e5 ideas, so this pin is really a problem for white. Also, this bishop is terrible because it's locked in by its own pawn, so with all those factors accounted for, it looks like black is just much better. By the way, thanks to Al Arcella for the Prime sub. I appreciate it. And if you want to subscribe to the channel, but you can't afford it, then subscribing with Twitch Prime is a great way to do that, because you can subscribe for free if you have Amazon Prime. Hey Jorge, how's it going? Your openings are London, Caro-Kann, and Slav. Well, that's pretty similar to my opening repertoire, to be honest. Before it was not moving so smooth, yeah. So yeah, the stream quality is better, I guess. Well, that's good. Okay, and knight takes d4, so we're gonna see the queen trade here. Although, that is still good for white because they get to take on f8 at the end. But there's really no other option. You can't take because you lose the queen, and if you move the queen, you lose a bishop for free. So, yeah, he does decide to trade, but this is looking like a real turnaround here. Even knight c7's good, but knight takes f8 is probably best. He takes d4. Interesting. He wants to open the d file and bring the rook in to attack. Makes a lot of sense. What is this? I look like a young Ted Cruz. That's not good. I'm sorry. I know maybe there's some people who are Ted Cruz supporters in the chat, but I'm not a big fan. Thanks for the follow, SF Deals. Sorry, I just turned the audio on for the notification. Okay, I see. Yeah, well, I think it would be better if we don't get into politics discussions in the chat. But for those of you who are curious, this is an NSPCL Weekly Arena. So to join the tournament, you need to join the NSPCL club. I posted the command in the chat, and then you would need to join the tournament, which you can do if you're in the club. And I post the tournament command in the chat as well. If you're interested, the podium finishers, okay, there's your dab. The podium finishers will be featured on the NSPCL front page and in the Weekly Arena Hall of Fame. So you'll get to experience some prestige, I guess, if you do well in this event. So yeah. Thanks, Jorge. So Kronok wins this game. So let's check back with the standings to see what's going on. So we got Kronok on 1 out of 1, 2 points. Tied for first with Saitama, Vincent, Vinumon, and El Garmadon. So a lot of players in the hunt for first right now. Let's watch this game between the Red Drag and Vincent. Whoa. Okay, well, it looks like the Red Drag is going to get a bounce-back victory here. We did just see them lose to Kronok, but now things are going in the opposite direction. They're just completely winning here. Thanks to FSF Deals for contributing 50 channel points to the Viewer Cash Prize Challenge. Make sure to donate your channel points if you have channel points to donate, because if you do, then we can have a viewer cash prize tournament where you guys, the viewers of the tournament, will have the opportunity to win money by playing in my arena. So that would be a lot of fun. Still have, I think, 20-something days. Let me check. 26 days left. So make sure to donate your channel points if possible. A nice shirt. The blue and white one, like the Greek flag. Well, I'm not exactly sure what you mean by that. You mean that I have a shirt that has blue and white stripes? Okay. Anyhow, yeah, I mean, this looks good for white. Castling does feel a little dangerous, though, because there is the rook on the g file, and this queen is pretty misplaced here. Maybe you want to go queen f5, although that would run into knight f6. Queen e5, I guess that's okay. So it seems like white wants to fianchetto the queen on g2, but this is a very strange formation, and I'm not sure this is going to work out. Because now rook f3 just seems to win material. You do have knight e4, though, which is played. That was kind of the only option. I watch Badur Jabava, yeah, occasionally. You know, funny story, I actually, on, I think Sunday, last Sunday, I played in a tournament on chess.com where there were some prizes, and Jabava was one of the players playing, and he was, the players had to be in a Zoom call, and he was in the Zoom call, but he was unmuted the whole time, and I think he was streaming the event, but he was very animated. He was like screaming the whole time at how he messed up and, you know, how he could have gotten a higher score. So, yeah, Jabava's an interesting guy. I guess that would be a good way to put it. Channel points to dance or sing? No, I'm good. I'm not much of a dancer or singer, so I think I'm gonna stray away from that. You know, if you're gonna donate channel points, you can make me dab or stuff like that. And I'm somewhat a sellout, but not completely. I won't do anything for channel points. I don't know about singing. You always lost first game. Does Jabava say that? I don't know. So, okay, white's lining up queen f7 here. Up 3 pawns and up time. So it looks like this game is more or less over, but who knows? Okay, queen f7 or take. I mean, both are fine. Okay. So now probably take on e7 or take on g6 is also okay. Or this. Now they're attacking multiple things, so we're probably going to see rook e6. Okay, now just take on g6. So yeah, white seems to be mopping up here. An impression of someone singing. Very funny. Okay, well, you have to tell me who I need to sing as. Yeah. I'll do it, but, you know, you have to tell me who I'm impersonating here. Freddie Mercury? I could not even. I mean, I think Freddie Mercury is, what's the word, like a falsetto or whatever, where he has a very high range, you know? He sings in a very high voice, so I'm not sure I could do that. I think that might be a little too much. Yeah, exactly. Well, you know, oh, jeez. What? Why? Okay. This is gonna be embarrassing, but I'm just trying to think of what song I should imitate. Because all of them are pretty embarrassing, to be honest. Okay, it looks like white is heading for victory here. Well, you know, John, I honestly don't think that would be any better, so... Okay, let's just quickly pull up another game. I need to think about... You don't have to do it, I'm just messing with you. No, I'll do it, but... Someone give mod to this man, he is genius. Okay. Well... Okay, well, let me think. I mean... Okay, Jorge, nice. Good for you. Okay, let me think. Mama, ooh. I don't know any other lyrics. Okay, that's the extent of my my impression. You retire now. I don't even know what you mean by I beat your number one guy. Who's my number one guy? Got it, John. Well, I will give you VIP if that works. For the interesting suggestion. Sometimes I wish I've never been born at all. Yeah, there you go. I should not continue, but I did. Just 2 words. You beat Saitama 25. Got it. Okay, well, good. Pretty strong player. Okay. So, are you the red drag, then? Anyhow, you're 400 rated? Okay, well, then I would say either you're cheating or you're sandbagging. If you're 400 and you beat a 1700. But, I mean, that doesn't even make sense, because Saitama only lost to one person and they're 1800, so... Or, sorry, they're 1100. They lost to an 1100, so I guess that's you, then. Got it. Yeah, well, I got that part already, Jorge. I wouldn't, I don't think there are a lot of people who have the same hero as you, so I wouldn't really, make that point over and over again. I see. The karaoke distracted you from studying openings. Well, yeah, I mean... That's why, if you're trying to get better at chess, I wouldn't really recommend listening to this stream in the background. But I do appreciate if you are willing to watch. And, hopefully I can provide some instructive moments, I guess. What state am I from? I live in New York. Hey, Tilakaro, how's it going? Another impersonation of someone singing? Who is it gonna be this time? I feel like I don't even want to know at this point. I am Democrat. Okay, thanks for that. There are a couple things I could say about that, but, I'm not gonna get into it. Best singing I've heard all day. Thanks, John. Okay. Wow. So an upset here. White wins by abandonment. It looks like they were going to win anyway, because they have a better position here, more time. But, okay. That's definitely an upset. So going back to the standings, we have Kronok in first, Vinimon in second, and Vincent and Elgarmadon tied for third. So let's see. Who should we watch? I guess we'll watch Kronok and Saitama here. It looks like Kronok is going to win this one. How did I get into chess? I got into chess when I was... I learned it when I was... I don't even know, maybe 7 or something. I didn't really get interested, though, until I was maybe 10, and then I started putting a lot of time into it, watching a lot of chess. I think watching chess is kind of underrated because, well, obviously studying is a little more important, but watching chess can be really helpful when you're a beginner because it kind of inspires you to just want to get better, and I think that was definitely the case for me. When I say put channel points, what do I mean? There are channel points. My channel points are called chess pieces, and there's an option to pull them up at the bottom. Elvis Presley? I'm not... I don't think I'm really the person to try to impersonate Elvis Presley. I'm sorry. You had to go, or could have gone top 3 in the arena. Oh well. Yeah. Well, there are going to be a lot more arenas. These arenas are happening every week, same time, for the next few months. I think the final one is on June 27th, maybe? Late June, so yeah. Okay, posture check. Sure. Okay. Let me sit up straight, I guess. How many channel points do I put? Chess pieces. Well, you can put as many or as few as you want. You can, you know, try to get me to give you a free tier 1 sub, even if you have a lot of channel points, guide the raid, change the board, no talking. There are a lot of options. Fuzi, I'm sorry, I have a pretty low voice, so I think it's pretty hard for me to impersonate female singers, so, you know, that's not really a talent of mine. I also don't even know the lyrics to that song off the top of my head. I mean, it sounds familiar, but yeah, not really sure. Am I from Italian heritage? Yeah, I do have some Italian ancestry. Thanks for the follow, Nevra Steny. I appreciate it. Okay, Jorge. I mean, you know, I don't think really you can compare eyes between people because they're like, you know, you can kind of compare faces, but with eyes, it's either you have brown eyes, you know, blue eyes, green eyes, hazel eyes. There aren't very many options, so arguably my eyes look like millions of other people who have the same eye color as me, so I don't know. Okay, Fuzi. Well, you know, I'm sorry, but I think you might have to find another person. Honestly, with the impersonation thing, I wasn't really expecting people to make me sing. I was more hoping people would want me to impersonate, you know, chess players or someone that I would know of. So, you know, I think it would be pretty hard for me to start, you know, impersonating people and singing and doing that. Rolling Stones. Jeez. Chat is really on fire today, I guess. Can I impersonate Nakamura? Yes, I've done that before. There are definitely clips of me impersonating Hikaru. It's not that hard. All you have to do is just make a bunch of arrows. Well, so okay, if he takes, I take, and then takes, castles, just f3, rook d1, rook d8, and bishop e5, and f5, and then f4, and then h3, and then king f2, and rook d7, and rook d8, and rook d1, yeah, and then he goes f5, and then he goes f6, and then takes on e6, and then rook b8, and then takes on b2. So yeah, it's about equal. Yeah, chat. Yeah, just equal. Yeah. Okay. Have to say juicer a bunch too. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, free juicer, chat. Yes, chat. Yeah, you can just juice the juicer. Yeah, that's a lot of juice. Yeah, chat. Yeah. Free juice, yeah. Hikaru is pretty easy to impersonate, I would say. Chad and you guys, yeah. I wish my brain worked that fast. Yeah, well, that's true. Yeah. Okay, well, so maybe white's gonna go knight d4 to hit the rook. You can't really allow this rook to remain on c2. Okay, black moves the rook away voluntarily to defend the A pawn. So I guess the question is, are they going to repeat moves? Maybe bishop b4? Okay, I guess they are going to repeat. Oh, never mind. So black wants to play on. Blake Shelton. Hikaru, not the Valley Girls? I would say it's... I don't really see the comparison there. Bishop before what? Haha, very funny. Good one, John. Okay. Yeah. Well, I guess Chad definitely knows a lot about accents, apparently. Chad is accent connoisseurs. You know, everyone in Chad knows the very small differences between a Hikaru accent and a Valley Girls accent, apparently. Or impersonation, rather. To win his next game and the one after that. Yeah, that is a big goal, for sure. I mean, I guess my overall goal would be to become a master. My Nakamura accent sounds Texan. I don't see that, but okay, if you say so. What other languages do I speak besides broken English? Are you saying that my English isn't very good? I don't. Honestly, I'm so confused right now. I feel like everyone in chat is trolling me. Okay, let's watch this game between 1d4-2-0 and 2 Lakura. Looks like 2 Lakura is completely winning here. They're just up a rook, so yeah, looks good. Yeah. I don't even know what to say about that, Jorge. If you feel that way. Uh-oh. Queen e1 and queen takes f1 is just mate in 2, so I think this game is going to be over very soon. Oh, he missed it. Oh my gosh. He missed checkmate. I mean, now it's actually unclear because black only has 30 seconds left, which is probably enough time, but I'm not sure he's going to get it done. So he has to use the open F file here to attack. Okay, this is also fine. Just to aim down at F2. I do, Fuzi, but I don't want to impersonate him. I got that already, Jorge. Look, if you want to boast about beating someone, you have to beat me first, and then you can say, you know, on my stream that you're the best, but first you have to beat me. So, you know, if you want to play me, feel free. I should be coronated as true champion. We played already. Yeah, and I won. So, you know, you have to beat me first. Okay. Yeah, wow, white wins by timeout, so very lucky. Talakaro had forced checkmate in that game, so, you know, certainly a close one. Okay, Kronok is leading with 30 minutes left. Actually, that went pretty quickly. I didn't realize we're already halfway through the tournament. Am I sure? I mean, if you want me to pull up the game, I can. Sounds like a fabrication? Well, you sound like Fox News. No, I'm not gonna get into that, but let me look at my Lee Chess profile, because I remember I played you. Yeah, I won. I can show the game on the screen if you guys want to see. Fuzi, you're recommending all the singers who have very high-pitched voices, or at least voices that would be very hard for me to impersonate. Okay, let me just quickly show this game. I know it's going to mess up my layout, but Jorge insisted on it. Okay, as you can see, I was playing Jorge Danina, and I won by resignation. So, just gonna put that out there. I have proof. Okay. Did I just disparage the media? Well, I mean, I wouldn't exactly call it media, but it depends what media you're interested in. I exposed an annoying loophole. Sorry. What do you mean? Okay. Let's take a look at, I guess we'll watch this game. We got Vincent playing El Garmadon. So number 2 and 3 in the tournament behind Cronoct. So these two guys are playing this game potentially for a spot on the podium. And it looks like El Garmadon's doing very well. So another upset here. All the media does is report news. I find it hard how anyone can feel so cold about a certain source. Well, I mean, that's not fully true. Some sources report news in a more accurate, transparent way than others, so yeah. Sweet Home Alabama. I'm not, no. If that's what you want me to sing. Okay. Do I want to pick the song? Well, you know, if I'm being honest, I'd prefer not to sing any song at all, but okay. I'm trying to get around it, you know? I'm trying to divert the topic away from singing so I don't have to sing a song. The Daily Mail UK? I'm not sure what you mean by that. I live in the United States, so I mostly consume American media because it focuses on, you know, topics that are relevant in the United States. But, okay, I guess we should stick to the chess. Okay. So, El Garmadon wins this game, and if we check back in with the standings, that moves them to second place. So let's take a look at some of the games here. I guess we can watch... Let's watch this one. We got Saitama playing 1d4-2-0. So, looks like an interesting position. Do I want to do an impression of a chess streamer rather than sing? Well, that might be a little easier, yeah. Yeah, we got that, Jorge. You might have mentioned that like 20 times already, but okay. Anyhow, no, I'm not gonna try John Cena. No. Okay, let's see. I feel like people always come up with the strangest suggestions of who I can impersonate. You know, there was one time where someone came into the stream and they kept insisting that I impersonate them. And I was like, how can I impersonate you if I don't know what you sound like? And they're like, oh, well, based on my chat messages, you can come up with a, you know, personality for me. It's like, what? No. So, yeah. Okay. I think let's stick to the chess for the rest of the stream. I might have to time out some people if, you know, people are kind of talking about more controversial topics. Can I impersonate you? Yeah. But the guy kept insisting that I impersonate them. just didn't even know what to say. So yeah. Well, that's my story. My impersonation. Well, yeah, I mean, if you want me to impersonate someone, I don't know, like a chess player or someone that I would know of, then feel free. Okay, let's watch... Okay, well, this game's still in the opening, so maybe let's watch this game between Ania and El Garmadon, which is very sharp. Okay, so just takes, and Ania is now up in exchange, so looks quite good. Again, no, Fuzi. I'm not sure what you... The direction you're going with this is, it is just very interesting, but yeah, I'm not gonna impersonate Ace Ventura. Give you a list so you can work. Borat? Well, maybe just some chess player. You can name whichever one you like. I'm not even sure what you mean by that. The Canadian part of New York. Okay. So, King e4, f5. White's trying to use this passed f pawn to win the game. It looks like white should be better. Not over yet. King g4 to h5 coming. One thing I'll say is it seems like El Garmadon is very underrated because they've already upset a lot of strong players and they're sticking in there against a 2000. So clearly their rating is a little inaccurate. I honestly don't even know what you're talking about, Jorge. All started with an innocent idea and infinite variations. Again, not really sure what you mean by that. Chat is trying to confuse me today. I don't even know what to say about any of this. Bador? Well, okay, I mean, I'm just freaking losing here. This is ridiculous. And that was my Jabava impression. Oh, you know, there was another famous Jabava line where in an interview Jabava got very angry at Anish and he famously said, "How dare you try to ironic me?" So that's another Jabava line. I hope that was satisfactory. Okay. Jorge, you ask a lot of questions. Okay. So yeah, white is obviously going to win this game. So El Garmadon finally loses. Let's check back in with the standings. There are 20 minutes left in the tournament. Kronok in first, El Garmadon in second, and 1D420 has leapt into third place. So it seems like they might get a chance to be featured as a podium finisher here. But somehow none of those three players are playing right now. So, well, I guess we'll watch Vincent and Tilakaro here. Since Vincent is, you know, he has a very good chance at finishing on the podium as well. So we'll see. Easy win for white. Yeah, in that last game, yeah. You are not first place, Jorge, but thanks for that. Do I know hot dogs? Yeah, I do know of Super Hot Dogs, if that's who you mean. He's a fellow chess streamer. And sometimes he comes into my stream. Pretty good streamer. I mean, you know, and a very nice guy. So, yeah. Make sure to check out his channel. Am I playing in this? I'm not sure if you're talking to me or Jorge, but if you're talking to me, then no. I may play in some of these tournaments. Maybe in the future, if you guys would rather I play than commentate, I can do that. Can I impersonate his song? I don't know. Oh, okay. So yeah, I mean, maybe in the future, I may not commentate all these arenas. There's going to be one every Sunday for the next few months, but if other people are interested in doing commentary, like if anyone else here is a streamer and would really like to do commentary, then I can make sure to remember that, and when I am not able to do commentary, I'm busy for some reason, then I can sub you in, I guess. Hard to play and commentate. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I guess I'm getting more used to it, but I think particularly it's tough for events like Arena Kings, which I play every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, including tomorrow I'll be playing. But those events are very hard because, I mean, it's a high-stakes tournament, there's a lot of money on the line, but I also have to interact with chat at the same time. Ah, I see, John. Okay. Yeah, indeed, Sass. That's, a good thing to... Maybe I should add the cash sign to the title when I play in those events, so people are, you know, tempted to join. Make good clickbait. So yeah. The Arena Kings events are fun, but they can be pretty stressful, especially when I'm streaming them. So yeah. That being said, the Arena Kings season is ending soon, and so I probably won't be playing in Arena Kings events anymore after tomorrow, because then the season ends, and, you know, maybe they'll have Arena Kings events anyway, and just not have them really count for anything, but I'm assuming that they're gonna stop having events until the next season starts, which will probably be pretty soon, but it might not be for another, you know, month, let's say. So I won't be streaming from 8 to 10 on Mondays, most likely, anymore after tomorrow. Okay. Anyhow, let's see. So in the standings, we got Chronox still in first, L Garmadon in second, 1D4 2-0 in third, and Vincent in a close fourth place. So let's watch this game, because both of these players are fighting for a spot on the podium. And there are only 15 minutes left, so should be interesting. How is a 1450 in second place? Well, in these arena tournaments, you play against other players around your rating, so that gives you a much better chance to do well if you're a slightly weaker player, because you get to play other players your rating, and if you do well against them, then you will do well in the event as a whole. Can I post the link of the song? If you like. Okay, Jorge, we get it. Hey, Floating Kitten, how's it going? Okay, so bishop f6, aiming at the d pawn. Makes sense. This is an isolated queen pawn, and in this case it's definitely a weakness and not a strength for white, because it can so easily be attacked. There's e5 ideas as well. Okay, so black's just trading off rooks. Not to mention the fact that black's already up a pawn, so here they can just trade if they would like. Probably queen d7 is best to keep pressure on the pawn, but if they had traded, that would have still been a winning position. Super hot dogs that. Let's go d4. Yeah. Okay, well, draw offered by 1d4-2-0 after blundering their queen. So I don't even know what the thought process is there. They're like, oh, well, my opponent will want to take a draw because they're up a queen, but, you know, they're a nice person, so they'll accept the draw and just move on. So yeah, obviously that's not going to happen. Let's move on to another game. Let's watch El Garmadon and Saitama here. It looks like actually we did have a 2400 player join the tournament at the last minute, so certainly by far the strongest player in the event, but because there are only 12 minutes left, I think it's very unlikely that they make the podium, just because there's not enough time. Bio. I don't have a bio command, but you can check out my bio, or sort of just a little thing I wrote below the stream. If you scroll down, it says about Stevis5. I'll just read it out. I am Max Matola, 13-year-old chess enthusiast who's about 2,000 strength over the board. Make sure to check out my channel where I'll be regularly having big events from prize tournaments to grudge matches. So that's just a little summary of what I like to do on the stream. Thank you, Jorge. Yes, I am 13. Okay, so let's see. Maybe just rook e2. Although queen e2 is fairly annoying. So, yeah. Okay, so El Garmadon does take, and pawn takes. I don't think this is actually so bad for white, because you can simply blockade this pawn. Maybe even try to go for f3, king f2 at some point. Does look pretty weakening, but it's something to consider. Okay, queen e4 is kind of annoying. Whoa, f4. I don't like that move. Just queen f3 looks very annoying to hit the h3 pawn and put pressure on f4, so yeah. That looks like a big issue. Queen d3 is also a good move. So maybe we'll see king g2 here. Excellent at impressions. Thanks for that. You called your grandma to see me sing. Yes, I highly doubt that, but if so, then hello to your grandma. Okay, so a little under 10 minutes left in the tournament. We got Kronok in first. Vincent jumped up to second, and El Garmadon in third. So 1d4-2-0 needs to win a game or two if they want to get the front page feature on the Not So Pro Chess League page. Let's see. I guess we can watch their game against Ania. where it looks like they're okay, just queen g3. Just looks like game over. Black is actually up a piece here, but their king is so unsafe that it seems like, yeah, rook h7, queen g6. I mean, this just looks like a big problem. Queen f6 to hit e7 maybe. I see, Fuzi. Don't let the idea die. Do I teach chess? Yeah, I have done some chess lessons. If anyone in chat wants to contact me, and, you know, consider getting a chess lesson from me, I'm sure I could set that up, and let you know, how much that would cost. Yeah. Anyhow, so it looks like white is going to win this game. Just queen e7 next. Yeah, queen e7 now. The king is on the run here. But white can even just trade rooks if they would like to, because they're up a pawn here. Or 2 pawns, actually. So maybe, yeah, black throws in queen takes d4 check, so makes sense. It's actually kind of tricky. Maybe black has some way to give a perpetual check. Probably not, but they're gonna try, I guess. So, yeah. Stevis is mastering the art of counter gambits and avoiding the song. Yeah, Fuzi is in need of help. I have hit him with the anti-song counter gambit, and he is very confused on what to play. Okay, so Kronok in first still. Kronok hasn't played a game in maybe 30 minutes, but they're still leading the tournament, so it seems like they are going to win unless Vincent manages to win this game and catch up. They're playing Saitama. Okay. G6 makes sense. I was trying to get away with queen h7 here, trying to figure out if that was a possibility. It's queen h7, knight g6, king g8, rook h8 is mate, but the issue is that you can take on g6. So I was wondering if there's some way to get that to work. And honestly, maybe it is an idea, because there's rook g1 there, king f5, rook h5, king f4, rook g4 mate. So actually g6 was kind of necessary. I think if you play a random move here, I'm going full Hikaru now, but I'm kind of curious if you play a random move here, if this is forced mate. Let's see if the computer... Okay, apparently not. Maybe I missed something then. Here, 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 check, here, and the queen just covers h5 and there are no checks. Okay, makes sense. Yeah, then I just am blind. Okay. Well, anyway, it seems like Vincent did lose that game. Poor Saitama, the punching bag of today's stream. Well, certainly you think so, because you did mention that you beat him several times, but okay. Cat Jam. Yes, that's certainly one of the best BTTV emotes in my opinion. Saitama's won a lot of games in this tournament. Okay, so 4 minutes left. Let's watch El Garmadon playing 780 once again. And El Garmadon currently in 3rd place. Okay, they just resigned. I guess they wanted to play someone else. Interesting. Let's see. So Talakaro is playing Saitama. It looks like we most likely have our top 3 here. Oh wow, Ania jumps up to 1st. I didn't even realize that they were even close to 1st here. But with that win, Ania's gonna take 1st place, or at least tie with Chronok, it seems like. So yeah, pretty cool. Get BTTV emotes on my channel. I could. Yeah, I need to figure that out. Gnarls Barkley Crazy. It's a good song, but I mean, I don't think I could do that. I'm not much of a singer. I like to, you know, like hum along when I'm listening to music or something, but, you know, singing is not one of my talents, for sure. Okay, for those of you just tuning in, I'm hosting Not So Pro Chess League Weekly Arena here. There are only 2.5 minutes left, so very exciting to see who comes out on top here. As you can see, the standings are very close. We've got 2 people on 13 and 2 people on 12, so anything could happen. And make sure to stick around for the end of the tournament, and follow the channel if you haven't already. So yeah. Oh, that's a free rook. Oh no. Wow. That's the 2nd time I've tuned into one of Talakaro's games and they missed somewhat obvious queen move. Because if you remember, in a previous game they had checkmate in 2 by playing queen e1 takes f1. And they missed that too. I think the queen was on h4 and it had to go to e1. So once again they missed a diagonal queen move to win the game. I'm gonna be the next Freddy. I don't know about that. I think for now it would probably be best if I stuck to chess. I don't think I'm gonna have a career in singing. Okay. Maybe Rook F1? Okay, that's also a fine move. It seems like this game is gonna be aborted, although who knows, because Saitama's 40 seconds left, 50 seconds left in the tournament, so they could technically lose if Talakaro plays very quickly here. But they have to just make moves. They can't spend a lot of time. In fact, is Rook H6 and Rook G6 just mate? Isn't that just good? Rook H6 takes and Rook G6, and there's no way to defend H6. So that's kind of a nice tactic, which Talakaro is missing every single time. So, yeah. Okay, Queen G4, but this game's not going to end in time. 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, and the arena is over. Congratulations to 7Ania7 and Chronok60 for finishing in 1st place. Congratulations to Vincent11205 for 2nd and El Garmadon for 3rd. So thanks everyone for tuning in. I think I'm going to go ahead and raid someone here. Let me know in the chat if you have any suggestions of who I should raid. Let me see. Maybe I'll raid... Congratulations, yes. Okay. Jorge is saying that they won, so that's not true, but feel free to believe him if you would like. Okay, I think I'm gonna go ahead and raid Yickety here. So, okay, yes, and everyone is saying that I raid Yickety. So let me do that. And thanks everyone for tuning in. Make sure to join the raid. Goodbye song. I mean, what's a good goodbye song? I don't know. Sorry, I can't think of anything. Nothing really comes to mind. I got scammed. Well, Fuzi, if you want to remind me on the next stream and tell me someone to impersonate, you can, if you like. Okay. So yeah, make sure to join the raid, and that's it for now. Bye.